world leaders are heading to Kananaskis, Alberta. And Canada is not just hosting, they are leading. From war and AI to economics and inclusion, this could be the world pivot Canada needs. Let's break down the six most explosive issues, what could go down, why it matters to you, and whether Canada is ready for its big moment. Right now, inside Canada's own backyard, the most powerful democracies on earth are about to make decisions that affect your wallet, your privacy, and your future. This is our moment on the world stage, and the stakes have never been higher. So, what is G7? It's a gathering of seven of the world's most powerful democracies: Canada, the US, the UK, Germany, France, Italy, and Japan, plus the EU. Once a year, they meet to figure out how to respond to the world's biggest crisis. But this year is different. It's happening in Alberta, in energy country, and in the middle of one of the most chaotic global moments we have ever seen. Let's walk through six of the biggest conversations that will shape not just this summit, but potentially the next decade. And trust me, it's not just politics. These decisions could change your life. Number one, Ukraine and global security. Let's start with the elephant in the room, Ukraine. The war drags on, costs are mounting, and global patience is thinning. Behind the scenes, G7 ministers have already floated the idea of a temporary ceasefire, a 30-day pause that could open the door to real negotiations. And Canada? We are pushing for it. But here is a dilemma. If we push too hard and too fast, we risk freezing the front lines in place, basically giving Russia time to regroup. If we don't push at all, we look like we have abandoned Ukraine. Either way, the pressure is on. This is not just about Ukraine. It's about Canadian values. It's about whether we want to be seen as peace builders or bystanders. And the decisions made in Alberta could shape our global reputation for years to come. Number two, tariffs, China, and the global economy. Next up, the economy. And this one gets personal. Think about your weekly grocery bill. Think about your job security. Think about your Amazon cart. Because tariffs, trade, and tensions with China are about to get real. At the G7, finance ministers are lining up to discuss what they are calling non-market practices, cheap state-backed exports from China that are flooding global markets. There is talk of coordinated tariffs, of targeting e-commerce giants like Temu and Shein, and of bringing manufacturing back home. Is that even possible? For Canada, that means tough choices. Do we protect local jobs at the cost of higher prices? Do we join the economic fight against China or play it safe? The answers won't be simple, but they will hit home. Before we go any further, please like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Subscribing to my channel is not going to cost you anything, but it's going to help me big time. Thank you. Now back to our topic. Number three, shadow fleets, sanctions, and cybersecurity. Have you ever heard of shadow fleets? If not, you are not alone. These are ships sailing under fake flags, quietly helping countries like Russia evade sanctions. They are ghost ships, really, and they are messing with oil markets, gas prices, and even national security. At this year's G7, leaders are expected to launch a crackdown. Think satellite tracking, real-time data sharing, and new penalties for companies that enables these backdoor trades. But it's not just about oil. There is growing concern over cyber threats to undersea internet cables. That's right. The physical lines that carry our data could be next in this invisible war. In Canada, with its massive Arctic and Atlantic coastlines, is right in the middle of it all. Number four, climate, critical minerals, and Alberta's big moment. Now, let's talk climate. And yes, we are doing it in Alberta, the oil country, which makes this discussion even more urgent Because while Canada wants to lead on net zero goals, we are also sitting on some of the world's richest deposits of lithium, cobalt, and rare earth minerals. The stuff that power electric vehicles and clean tech. The big idea? A G7 wide critical mineral alliance. Canada supplies the raw materials, Europe and Japan bring the battery tech, the US brings the market, and together they cut China out of the equation. But where does that leave Alberta? Can the province pivot from oil to minerals? Can workers shift from rigs to mines to factories? Or are we asking too much too fast? Number 5, artificial intelligence, mental health, and the new frontier, brain capital. Okay, now we get into the future stuff, AI and something called brain capital. Stick with me. This is not science fiction. This is economic policy. The idea is simple, but revolutionary. What if we measured national success just not by GDP, but by the health and capacity of our people's minds? What if investing in mental health, education, and digital literacy become the backbone of global power? That's what Canada is pushing for. We want the G7 to recognize brain health as a strategic asset, something as important as oil and infrastructure. And we want new rules for AI too, ones that protect people from deepfakes, bias, and manipulation. This is Canada trying to lead ethically in the world of chaos. Whether others follow, that's the real test. Number 6, inclusion, disability, and human rights on the global stage. And finally, let's talk people, real people. Because this G7 is not just about war rooms and trade charts. It's also about dignity, inclusion, and justice. Canada is championing a new global charter focused on accessibility, human rights, your mental health, and disability inclusion. It's called the Solfeg Nano Charter. Pardon me if I pronounce it incorrectly. And it could set new standards for infrastructure, education, and healthcare across the G7. Some will say it's soft power, others will say it's visionary. But either way, it's bold and it's deeply Canadian. So, 6 issues, 1 summit, and 1,000 decisions that could shape the next decade. This is not just another photo op. This is a pivot point. And for once, Canada is not just showing up. We are setting the table. Are we ready? That's up to all of us. Let me know in the comments below what you think. What's Canada's biggest opportunity at G7? And what's our biggest risk? Please like, subscribe, and stay tuned because the moment world leaders leave Alberta, we are breaking it all down together. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.